All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to our final debate for 6th-hour speech class of the 2019-2020 first semester school year. Let's give our debaters a round of applause. Yay! Okay, so we would like to first welcome our Prime Minister, Heaven, to the microphone. And if you need to raise or lower it as you so feel, you can do so now. And I would like to remind you that Lauren will be timekeeping for you, and that both of you should be aware, Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker, that this is a speech that should not exceed only 3 minutes in length. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can begin.
Hello, my name is Heaven Yutbutula. I'm the Prime Minister of the government. I would like to thank my partner, Michaela, the opposition for being here, and the audience, the timekeeper, and the judge. Our topic for today is should a student should or should not be a GPA rule enforced for extracurricular activity. We as a government said students should have those enforced extracurricular activity for there should be a rule. Our first point is students should make school priority before extracurricular activities or before fun. They should give time, or they might need to give time for their school activities. Our second point is if students might need help in some subjects, so if they want to get those helps, they need to do it after school. So if they have extracurricular activities, they might not able to do it. So to get help, they might need to have certain GPA, like above 2. To review, we said students might need to do a school their priority, and to get help, they might need to have a certain GPA. I would like to thank my partner, the opposition, and the judge, timekeeper, and audience both for the government.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, Timekeeper.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Thank you so much. Ms. Timekeeper, would you please put 1 minute on the clock for Maggie to prepare her arguments, please? Thank you. Ashu. Okay, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. Nice and loud. All right, let's go ahead and give Ms. Maggie, our first speaker for the opposition, a round of applause. Yay! And we would like to remind Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed just 3 minutes in length, please. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Hi, my name is Maggie Pitch, and I'm the leader of opposition. I'd like to thank my partner, Justin, the government, the audience, judge, and timekeeper. Today we are discussing whether we should have a GPA restriction if you have below a certain GPA for extracurricular activities. We believe that the GPA should not be enforced. The first point that the government made was that school should be a priority. We, as the opposition, believe that having fun might take stress off of your mind. For example, extracurriculars might help you relax your brain, like playing soccer might help you not focus on other things that might be stressful. The second point that the government made is that you might need help at your school to complete a study and get better grades. We as the opposition believe that there are possible ways to get help during the day, such as having a study hall and going to ask teachers for help, or some teachers are available after school and after practices so that you can go and talk to them as long as you make the time. We also believe, our third point is that we as the opposition believe that it teaches you different life lessons such as team bonding and working together as a team and having like new experiences. In review, we believe that, we as the opposition believe that having fun might take stress off of your mind, that you can possibly receive help during the day in like study hall classes, or reaching out to teachers after practice. And also, our third point is that some extracurriculars teach you different activities, like how to work as a team. I would like to thank my partner, Justin. I'd like to thank the government, the audience, the judge, and the timekeeper, and vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper. 2:10. 2:10. Thank you very much. Ms. Timekeeper, will you be so kind as to put 1 minute on the clock for Michaela to prepare her arguments, please? And thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, we'd like to welcome Michaela as the second speaker for the government with a round of applause, please. Yay! That's great. Thank you. And we'd like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that, again, this is a speech that should not exceed just 3 minutes in length. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
All righty, Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
I'm Michaela Fedowitz. I'm the member of government. I'd like to thank my partner, Heaven, and the opposition. I'd also like to thank the audience, timekeeper, and judge for being here and listening to the debate. Today's topic is, should or should not the student's GPA determine whether they can participate in extracurricular activities? We as the government are on the side that they should have to have a certain GPA in order to participate in said activities. The opposition's first point was that having fun may take stress off of your mind. We as the government would like to point out that a student could have their fun after homework's done by making school a priority that could free up time later in order to have more free time and have fun then. The opposition's second point was that there could be possible ways to get help during the school day. We as the government would like to state that some students do not have a study hall or cannot make it back to school after practices. The opposition's third point was that extracurricular activities could teach life lessons like working together. We as the government would like to agree that it does teach life lessons, but we would also like to point out that putting school first will also encourage those life lessons, such as learning how to help yourself and to be able to get things done in a timely manner and making priorities for yourself. In review, our points are: you could do homework and then have fun, and thereby releasing stress. Our second point is that we might not be able to have time during the day or even after practices to come into school. And our third point is that it could help you learn different life lessons. So I'd like to thank my partner Heaven and the opposition. I'd also like to thank the audience, timekeeper, and judge for listening.
Thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
2:44.
2:44. Thank you very much. All right, Ms. Timekeeper, again, would you please put 1 minute on the clock for Justin to prepare his statements? Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, let's go ahead and give a warm welcome to our second speaker for the opposition, Mr. Justin. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. All right, we'd also like to remind Ms. Timekeeper and Mr. Speaker, there you go, that this speech should not exceed 3 minutes in length. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Mr. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
Hello, my name is Justin Griffith. I'd like to thank my partner Maggie, the government, the audience, judge, and timekeeper for being here today. Our topic we are discussing today is should or should not GPA for extracurricular activities be enforced? And we are not for it. And the first point the government pointed out is students could have fun after homework is done to make school a priority. And we want to say homework takes up much time throughout the day, and it could be very stressful. So, for example, if you have 3 tests, you can't really go and have fun with your friends. And then their second point was some students don't have a study hall or can't make it back after practice. And our rebuttal is many students do have a study hall, and it's also a possibility that students have an electronic device where they can email a teacher. For example, if you're in speech class and you're very worried, you can email Ms. Brandt and get help. Their third idea was putting school first encourages life lessons. We say, as the opposition, working as a team instead of individually could possibly make it team bonding and you can trust each other more. Like in soccer, for example, it could help us communicate more and trust each other out on the field. So in review, homework takes up too much time and can be stressful. Many students may have a study hall and they could also possibly email teachers. And you could work as a team instead of individual, and it could make team bonding and trust easier. I would like to thank my partner Maggie. I would like to thank the government, the audience, judge, and timekeeper for being here, and vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. And time, please, timekeeper.
1:56.
1:56. Thank you very much. Miss Timekeeper, would you be so kind as to put 1 minute on the clock? Remember, Maggie, we're coming back to you. Don't add new points, just support and develop. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Timekeeper. Let's go ahead and welcome Maggie for the final speech of the opposition today and for our debate. And we'd like to remind Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker, though, that this speech should only not exceed 2 minutes only. Okay, so just 2 minutes for this final speech for the opposition. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
Hi, my name is Maggie, and I'm the leader of the opposition. I would like to thank my partner Justin, the government, the judge, audience, and timekeeper. Today we are discussing whether GPA should determine participation in extracurricular activities, and we believe that the GPA should not be enforced. Our first point was that homework takes up time and might be stressful. And an example of this is that extracurriculars might help us focus on other activities and take stress off of our mind. For example, playing a sport after school helps you relieve some stress through physical activity. Our second point is that many students have study hours and may be able to email. And if you have, for example, freshmen and students are required to have study hours, which is a study hall for their first time, for the first quarter. You also believe that if you are struggling in a class, you might be able to reach out for your teacher for help if you need help, and that's available during study hours. Our third point is that if you might be able to work as a team and build bonding and trust with your partners and teammates. And we believe we as the opposition believe that there might be many opportunities to know your partner and their tendencies and habits, which can help you build off and release stress and help build trust. To review, we believe that homework takes time and might take time and might be stressful, and that extracurriculars help us focus. We believe our second point is that many students might have study hours or study hall and be able to email if they need help. And our third point is that if you work as a team instead of individually, it'll teach you bonding and trust. For example, having opportunities to learn how your partner works and how to solve a problem. I would like to thank my partner, Justin, the government, the judge, audience, and timekeeper, and vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And maybe vote for Justin as well. Go, Justin. And time, please, timekeeper.
1:53.
All righty, 1:53. Thank you very much. All right, if we could put 1 minute on the clock, please, Ms. Timekeeper, and let Heaven prepare her final statements. We'd appreciate it.
Just an opposition sound.
Okay. Fine.
I'm sorry. Stop.
Thank you very much, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, we'd like to welcome Heaven as the final speaker of the entire debate today with a round of applause. And we would like to remind Ms. Speaker and Ms. Timekeeper again that this is a speech that should not exceed just 2 minutes just 2 minutes, please. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
I'm Haven. I'm the Prime Minister of the government. I'd like to thank my partner, the opposition, for being here, the judge, the audience, and the timekeeper. Our topic for today is should or should not be GPA rule enforced for extracurriculars. The point we make is making school priority. Students might need to make school their priority so they could have fun and relax after school. Our second point is getting help after school might help students. Some students might not have time to do extracurriculars and get help at the same time. Also, as the opposition stated, emails might not always help. For example, in some subjects, for example, math, physics, chemistry, they might need someone more present, like talk to them. our third point is putting school first, teach life. They said putting school first, teach life lesson. We agree, but if students make their school their school activity their priority, they might help themselves and be strong. So later on, after getting a good GPA, they might build a strong friendship. And I would like to thank my partner, the opposition, the judge, timekeeper, and the audience. Please vote for.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. And let's give everybody a round of applause today for the debate. Yay! Time, please, timekeeper.
144.
1:44. Thank you very much. All right. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your participation.